coaching model with AI without losing results or connection or relationships with my clients and for my clients as well. Now, if you're still developing your offer through like one-on-one coaching or just like live sessions, let's just do the math for a second. Say you're charging like 10K a client and you want to earn 500,000 K. Let's keep the math easy. That's like 50 clients. If each one of those takes just 6 to 8 hours of live time, and it's probably more than that if you are coaching clients over a series of months, you're working, but like, let's keep the numbers really, really low. You're working 300 to 400 hours just on delivery. 300 to 400 hours on delivery. And that's like, if you're just spending 6 to 8 hours with them, you're probably spending more than that. Now, that doesn't include onboarding, prep, notes, follow-ups, admin, DMs, or what I always say, it's like even the thinking time about them between all the calls. I'm walking around thinking about my clients, how to get them results, how do I get them results faster? That isn't leverage. That's time-based income with a high ticket sticker. Time-based income with a high ticket sticker. And here's the truth. Most founders I speak to like feel it. They're like successful on paper, but at capacity, behind the scenes, every win, every next client feels like it costs something. It costs something of them. Now, I wanted to share what I've been rebuilding. I've been rebuilding this model for myself, originally just for myself, but now starting to work with a small handful of people into something like far cleaner, smarter, and scalable. So here's how it works. First of all, we restructure the offer. So let's assume it's a coaching offer. It's based on time. So first of all, we're going to restructure the offer. And we move from sort of calls and endless delivery into a very structured container, which is usually like in a one-to-many environment, group, mastermind, something where there is scale, where you can add people into the same container with very clear outcomes, boundaries, and experience layers. So, and this alone, like, delivery-wise, it saves 60 to 70%, even without lowering the value, without even thinking about how much else, how many other things can you give people in these kinds of environments, and without lowering the value. So that's the first thing, is restructuring the offer. And there is a million ways to do it. There's a million ways to do it. So number two, and this is the extra piece, and it's why I'm like a school in the sweet shop. I'm like a kid in the sweet shop right now, because number two is building out an AI delivery environment personalized with your coaching, right? And this is where the magic happens. I'm not just like uploading content. It's not like uploading content to videos. What I'm doing is I'm extracting your coaching patterns, your frameworks, your tools, your responses, modeling everything that is going on in your coaching, and then turning that into high context, high conversion AI environments that can deliver your thinking to your clients like 24/7. And clients get instant, they get clarity instantly. You stop having to ask the same questions all the time. Training becomes bingeable if that's what they want to do, but it also becomes very personalized as well. And there is, and I say this about my own business, right? It's not that we don't do amazing things and give amazing value for our clients, but by utilizing this kind of complementary environment means that they can get deeper content and training within an AI environment that's like modeled on what you do, but also they're getting that very elite, high value time with you when you give it to them. So the AI it can remember. I say this from my own posture, right? It remembers everything. It remembers everything. It has access to everything. So this training environment that you can build, this kind of training environments like you as the expert, but more than that, can really put your coaching, put your services, put your offers on repeat. It's a repeatable asset, and it protects your time and it increases your perceived value. I mean, I always talk about it like the 80-20 principle, right? The way you should be thinking about business now, I mean, this is just starting, right? But thinking up business is, how do I get 80% of my training, everything I do, into an AI experience? That's how I'm thinking. And then I give that 20% in that very high touch, high value experience that is human to human interaction. So that's step two. So step one is like restructuring the offer. Step two is creating an AI environment that really leverages everything that you do for your clients and provides it into them like in a 24/7 environment. And then finally adding a kind of VIP experience layer, or that it's like that 20% of you for your clients who want speed and intimacy and strategic access to you. But this time it's positioned as like highly premium with your time, with, clients are investing much higher ticket, 25K, 100K, 200K, whatever it is, wherever you are in your business, but they are investing more money to get more access to you. So you don't actually, that's the dog. There's dog barks at things that aren't there. But anyway, so you can add a kind of VIP experience to that. So it's not just like more Zoom calls, it's like very high value VIP access to you. And that layer becomes the kind of icing on the cake, and not that kind of core time engine that so virtually all coaches certainly start out with, and probably find themselves in a business which is like all based on their time. So this approach like changes everything, changes the way. I mean, there are so many ways you can go with this, but just as a basis, you reclaim your time. It's not just hours, but it's headspace too. You remove drag from the delivery. So that environment provides that kind of training at any time for your clients. And you get consistency because the system handles it. So it doesn't matter if you turn up in a bad mood, or I don't know, had a good night before or whatever. That's probably unprofessional of me to say. You can take more clients or raise your fees without getting into this burnout spiral, never-ending coaching, I'm exhausted kind of thing. And your offer just becomes really scalable and even saleable. I think that's the word, saleable. It becomes saleable because what you're doing is you're creating this amazing asset that gets people results, because you already get people results, right? I'm assuming you do. You're already getting people results. So what you're then doing is creating this incredible saleable asset of everything that you do in your business. Oh, it's just the beginning. I'm so excited about this stuff. It really is high leverage moves. And your calendar, like, it's so cool, right? We set out, entrepreneurs, we set out because we want to create freedom in our lives. And this is kind of where it starts getting really exciting, because your calendar, it feels like it's yours again. And I'm doing this because I believe like expert businesses should scale impacts, not hours. It's like, how many lives can you help, touch businesses, people, relationships, whatever it is you do, when you're not bogged down with that implementation there's so many more people you can help. And AI, well, when you use AI well, it is the most powerful leverage tool that we've ever had access to, open access to. So if you've built something powerful, but you're still like grounded down, the bottleneck, this is a better way to deliver everything you do. And I'm going to be sharing this stuff behind the scenes because, my head is like 99% of my time, 24/7, 365 days of the year, thinking about this and helping people really do this in their business, really do this in their businesses. So if it sounds like the type of thing you want to hear more about, find out more about, get involved with, think about for your business, I would just right now, just message me or send me a comment or whatever, and we can talk some more about how to do this in your business, because this doesn't matter how big your business is, whether you're just starting out or whether you're running a multiple 7-figure, 8-figure business. All of this stuff applies to you. So just send me a message, and I really look forward to catching up with you soon.